This program is for informational and educational purposes only. This program is not a solicitation or recommendation for any investment or security. Investments or securities mentioned in this show may or may not be owned by Nepsis Advisor Services. Nepsis Advisor Services is an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Welcome to Journeys with Joni. My name is Joni Rametta, and I'm here today with my co-host, Mark Clark. Join us as we travel on the financial road to clarity. Last week, Mark, you and I were having discussions about our website and keys to investing. There's a video blog on there that people can go to. If you go to journeyswithjoni, JONI.com, at the bottom, you can click on the keys to investing. It's a little short video that talks about the 4 components of investing.
Yeah, it's a great video.
Yeah, it's simple, not too long, and it gives you an overview of exactly what we've been talking about. So we, our objective in this show is to, bring new ideas and new ways of doing things and doing things, actually planning with a purpose.
I agree. And the video is done in a chalk talk type of conversation where it's entertaining. It's only 11 and a half minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And, the cool thing about a video is if you don't like it, you can exit out.
Right.
It's kind of one of those, nobody's holding you hostage to watch it, but, click, hit the little red X somewhere and you're done. Be done with us. Change the radio. No, don't change the radio station. But the whole concept, it is planning with purpose. But, taking the investing, last week we talked about the investing and strategic cost averaging and having a plan and having it all work together. And I think today we're going to get into the planning with purpose. That's kind of an interesting topic as we have had these conversations with people. Mm-hmm. We always get the curiosity look when we say, we do planning with purpose.
Yeah. Well, and planning sometimes scares people away. I mean, a lot of people are, thinking about, all this work I'm going to have to do, all the things we're going to have to reveal, and, is it going to be a lot of work for me? And, I think in our office, we try to make it not a lot of work for you. We try to make it more work for us, providing us with information about what you have, but, letting us sort of, put all the pieces together and talk about the different things and figure out, what your goals and objectives are. Planning is important. And if you don't have a plan, at the end of the day, the government has a plan for your assets.
Yes, they do. Whether you have 2 assets or 2 million assets, doesn't matter. They've got a plan for it.
There is a plan. Somebody has a plan for you.
They'd be happy to take it.
Yes, they would. And so if you choose not to plan, somebody has planned it for you. So being a person who likes to sort of control what happens to my things, I like to have a plan. And I think most people think about it, that they want to have a plan. So it's an active, living, breathing planning process, changes over time.
I believe you're correct. It does change. But the good Lord created us with, in his likeness, if you will. Mm-hmm. And he put a competitive spirit in all of us. And I don't care who you are. If you're telling yourself the truth, you like to win.
Oh, absolutely.
All of us like to win. I know my kids get mad at me. They won't often invite me to play a board game because they go, Dad, you just got to try to win. You try to figure out a way to win. And that's I'm sorry, that's the way I was created. Everybody likes to win.
Right.
Yet no one wants to, or most people, I shouldn't say no one, most people aren't willing to do the work that it takes to get the results that they want. And case in point is, when does everybody play the lottery? Well, they only play the lottery when it's
really big.
It's huge. That's people saying, the $4 or $5 or $6 million that you could win every week isn't enough for me. I'm only going to play when it's a big jackpot. That to me makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, I'm guilty. I go play. I throw a couple bucks in when it gets big too. But
that's just more about fun.
It is. It's more about fun, or the March Madness pool, or the fantasy football or fantasy baseball. But at the end of the day, it's still about winning. It's still about having a plan and a strategy. Mm-hmm. Yet most people spend more time planning their vacation than they do working on their financial plan. And I would challenge the thought process. Is the reason that they don't plan is for the lack of knowledge, for fear. Mm-hmm. They don't want to tell people or share with somebody else. The fact is that, that they just don't know what they don't know. And for some crazy reason in this internet generation, everybody thinks they should know everything.
Right. And I don't think everybody needs to know everything. And I also think that there are some people out there who think that they don't have enough to plan.
That's true.
And I think that's the biggest mistake, because everybody has something. No matter what you have to plan it, because if you don't plan it, somebody else will plan it for you.
Yeah, they will. And I want to get into this a little later, but I'm feeling very compelled to make this statement. We were in a luncheon not too long ago. Joni, you were there with me. And one of the other gentlemen in the room said that when you're doing planning, many people don't think about this. All of the dollars that you are managing today will eventually go to someone else to manage when you leave this life to go on to the next. So think about the impact of that statement. All of the dollars that you have today will go to someone else to be managed after you're gone. So what are you going to have as far as an impact? And this goes along with the show we're talking today, Planning with Purpose. What are you going to put in design that'll have impact, guidance, influence on the person that you're going to entrust after you're done being the manager of the dollars that you have?
Right. And you have to think about it. You're the one that's earned it. You're the one that's directing it. Mm-hmm. You're the one who should have the ability to make those choices. You don't want somebody else making choices for you. Most of us don't want I don't want somebody making choices for me today. I sure don't want it later in my life.
That's true. Money or things are just tools.
They're tools.
They're an inanimate object, and they're tools that we use to get through this thing we call life. Mm-hmm. And, to have a purpose, everybody's heard the saying, you live for the dash, live with purpose. The only 2 days you can't control, the day you were born and the day you die. But you have an opportunity to make an impact. And my challenge is, how do you impact others with what you've been entrusted with what you're managing today? And you've got to do that from a plan, and you better have a purpose with your plan.
Right. So go to journeyswithjoni.com. Send us an email if you'd like to start the planning process or have an introductory conversation about it. That's journeyswithjoni, JONI.com, or give us a call at 941-361-1484. That's 941-361-1484. Journeys with Joni. We'll be right back.
Do you know what you own and why you own it? Join us for our next workshop to learn about investing with clarity by calling 941-361-1484 to reserve your seat today. Joni and Mark look forward to discussing the philosophy, strategy, flexibility, and transparency, the 4 pillars of investing, with Nepsis Advisor Services. Call today, 941-361-1484. That's 941-361-1484.
Welcome back to Journeys with Joni. I'm Joni Rometta with Mark Clark here as my guest host, co-host.
Today, aren't we?
We're having a good time. Our topic today is planning with purpose. And I think one of the things that, one of the little statements that I read recently said that, when Noah built the ark, it wasn't even raining.
That's you caught me off guard in that one. That's pretty good. That's true.
So that goes back to planning. People think that they don't have anything, or they don't have enough to create a plan.
Right.
You have to have the plan before you have enough.
Yes, you do. That's a very good point.
If Noah would have waited till it started raining, he probably wouldn't get the ark built.
Well, he had a very small boat.
Well, yeah, that's true too. So if you wait it's never too late to start the planning process, but at the same time, I don't think it's ever too early to start the planning process.
And you think if Noah would have really had an understanding of every animal, what that really meant, that he would have really said, I'm going to build a boat smaller. No, he built it according to what he was instructed to do, but he stuck to the plan.
Right.
So planning with purpose, I just think that is so key. And one of the things, and we had this not too long ago, you have a client that you've had for a long time, and things change in their life. And then you kind of mentioned this in the previous segment, but planning is a living, breathing thing, and it's a process that needs to be revisited.
Right.
You don't go on vacation to the same spot every time. You always go to different spots to go to vacation. Or
most
people do. They may have a favorite spot they return to, but the fact is that planning, and you had an experience where a client that you had done some planning for some time ago, things have changed, and it's caused the need to revisit some things.
Right. So it's not that you stop the plan. It's just that you come back and you look at the plan that you originally had and say, okay, what has changed? There's people in my life or there's people out of my life now. My job's changed. Something's changed. Whatever it is has changed. That doesn't mean the whole plan is going to change, but some key components of the plan could change. So you have to make those adaptations now because you don't want to wait too long to change some of those things because, it's sort of like your tax planning.
Right.
If you don't plan in advance, eventually the calendar runs out and it's too late to do what you wanted to do. So if you have those conversations and you talk about what's changed, what my plan is, maybe my objective has changed.
Right.
Maybe my purpose has changed. Maybe something's happened in my life that's just, I've had a complete change of heart of what I want to do. That's an action you need to take.
Yeah, and I think with our conversation today about planning with purpose, you're kind of don't want to let the tail wag the dog. You want to be in control of your plan. Have a purpose. Mm-hmm. One of the things that we've talked about in other shows, and we talk about all the time in our office, is giving. Right. And giving with purpose. And if I relate back to conversations we've had with clients, when you ask them the question, are you charitably minded? Are you trying to give to a ministry or a church or some organization that does community good? What is your standpoint and what have you included in your plan intentionally to give money? And we'll often get the comment of, well, you can give anything you want as long as it doesn't cost me anything, as long as it doesn't come out of my pocket. At the end of the day, there's one major planning reason that you want to do planning, especially the more money you do have, and that's tax planning.
Right.
The IRS is always changing the code. In today's political climate, it's a hot topic. It's make things simple. In fact, it is, we just finished tax season, and I had a conversation with my accountant on a proactive basis. That's right. I had the conversation with my accountant. I was the proactive one. Mm-hmm. Very seldom do reactive type of people, and most of the time, accountants or attorneys are put in an environment by us where the only thing that they've been given is the opportunity to be reactive.
Right, because we give them our tax stuff after December 31st.
Right. Here's what I have done.
It's too late.
Now work your magic.
Yeah,
with
work
it.
your magic and fix it so I don't have to pay any taxes.
Well, yeah, when you've left some opportunities on the table because time ran out on you. Mm-hmm. So again, this comes back to planning with purpose. And my conversation with my accountant now is, what are we doing now for 2014? I'm not going to wait till December. I'm doing it now. I want to have a conversation now about what's going on. And that's really another reason why you want to revisit your planning.
Right. Because now you've just filed your taxes. We know what we've missed. So what opportunities did I miss last year that I can maybe take advantage of this year potentially? So you have the conversation. So you have the conversation with your accountant. We work very well with accountants and attorneys. So we can have those conversations with you. We can help facilitate those. You can have them on your own and come to us. We can give you the questions to ask. Maybe some of the questions that we want to know about, we can give you. Then you can go ask your accountant or your attorney. Give you some guidelines on what to do so that maybe if we start planning today for this year, we can not miss some of those things we've missed in the past. Yeah,
and the purpose in the planning with purpose is to have an intent or an intentional desire to make something happen. In the first part of the segment, we talked about all of your dollars that you have and you're managing today, somebody else is going to be managing, even if it's the government, if you fail to plan.
Right.
So how can you have an architectural impact on other people with that? And oftentimes, and how many times have you heard this, Joni, where we've sat down with people and said, have you ever thought about this? And they go, I never even knew that was possible.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot of things out there because none of us are experts at everything.
That's true. Ask my wife. She'll tell you that.
Yeah, she does, actually. But, we're not tax people and we're not attorneys. And the attorneys and the tax people aren't planners. So everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a specialty and a knowledge. That's why you put your team together to help create your plan.
Right. And I think when it comes to giving, people, most people want to have an impact on others. And most people, when they see a need, want to step up and say, I want the ability to make a difference. So how can you have your cake and eat it too? How can you have a plan and have an impact in some of the things that are near and dear to your heart, yet not give the money that you would normally give to your children or your grandchildren? You talk about changing. I'm looking at 4 grandkids. 4 years ago, I'd have never thought of had 4 grandkids 4 years ago. So things do change. Mm-hmm. Things change rapidly. And how do I not disinherit those grandkids, but still have an opportunity to impact other things, ministries and things that I want to make an impact, over the course of time? How do I do that? I do that by planning with purpose.
Right.
And that's what we're able to help people.
And you talk about it. So we have to sit down and have that conversation. So go to journeyswithjoni.com, send us an email, tell us that you want to have a further conversation about your planning with purpose.
Yeah, you never know what's possible unless you talk about it.
Absolutely. Because, never know. Give us a call at 941-361-1484. That's 941-361-1484. Journeys with Joni. We'll be right back.
Do you know what you own and why you own it? Join us for our next workshop to learn about investing with clarity by calling 941-361-1484 to reserve your seat today. Joni and Mark look forward to discussing the philosophy, strategy, flexibility, and transparency, the 4 pillars of investing, with Nepsis Advisor Services. Call today, 941-361-1484. That's 941-361-1484.
Welcome back to Journeys with Joni. I'm Joni Rometta. And just before the break, Mark and I were discussing planning with a purpose. One of the quotes I've used before in a couple other shows, I still think, it's about planning, and it's appropriate today like it was a couple shows ago, was the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The next best time is today.
Why wait?
Why wait?
Life passes you by so quickly.
It does.
And the next thing you know,
and hopefully we're all living life. So if you're living life, if you don't write it down, and if you don't make a conscious effort to do something, sometimes, life gets away. The kids get busy, you get busy, life goes on, and the next thing you know, an event happens in your life. And
right.
we've had several of those this year. It's been last year and this year. We're all getting older and things are starting to happen. And sometimes they're unexpected things. And in a couple of cases, we've had unexpected things happen. And if those people had just done a little bit of planning, it would have had a completely different outcome.
Yeah, it is so true. And in our business, and this is, I think, why we're so passionate, Joni, about what we do. In our business, we're talking about such uncomfortable topics. Good Lord, who wants to talk about investing? Nobody. Who wants to talk about planning? Nobody. And then the I word, the insurance. Oh, good Lord. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to pay for it, but everybody hopes they have it when they need it. It's kind of one of those double-edged swords, right? Mm-hmm. So, that puts us into the concept or the conversation of planning with purpose. And I don't care who you are. You've had a sports team when you were a kid. You've had a club that you were a member of. You've had some organization that you have been a part of that had success, and you remember that experience of, call it winning, call it achieving your goals, call it making an impact, call it giving money away and watching a young person get a value out of what you invested in them. I don't care who you are, you have those moments, mm-hmm. and those moments can get away from you, and those moments can be squandered when you don't have things put in order and you haven't planned with a purpose. And we watched some of those things happen this year where we go, man, and as planners, we go, if I'd only said one more time about this topic, if I'd only visited, they would have had their family, those that are still here, would have such a different road to travel than what they're traveling today.
And, planning is something that we all have to do. And I even have to have my own plan. This isn't something that we're telling everybody else to have. We have to have it too. So, as a single mom of 2 boys, I had at some point had to have a plan on what happens if I don't live until they become teenagers or they become adults. Right. So far, we got one an adult and one almost an adult. So I think I'm going to make it. But, what would happen if something happened to me? Who'd take care of them?
They'd probably come to my house. But that's a
great
question.
Yeah, they probably would. Can I send them now?
No. You got to keep them now. But you're right. You're so right, Joni. You have to have the house in order, because
you do.
If you don't, somebody will put it in order for you, and it may not be to
the order that you want,
the way you liked it.
So that's sort of the planning that I did. If something happens to me, what do I want to happen? Who do I want to take care of my kids? Who do I want to take care of the money? And then you put it on paper. It wasn't pleasant. It hurt initially, but only for a minute. It's sort of like pulling that splinter out of your finger. I mean, you need to get it out. It's going to hurt, but once it's out, it stops hurting really quick. So it's like, as soon as that's done, it's like, now I can go on and live life, because I don't have to worry about what happens if. The if it's been taken care of.
You're so correct on that. And I think a lot of people correlate our conversation to, I've already got an investment person. I've already got my portfolio, my accounts set up the way they should be. Yet they're not getting the results that they're looking for. And I would challenge you, as one of the things I think we do very, very well is put the investing with clarity, together with planning with clarity, and they begin to work in concert with each other. And when all of the instruments are playing in the same key, I don't know if you've ever been to a music concert.
I'm not musically inclined.
You got one young person that's playing in a different key, and they forgot the key change. The whole thing comes apart.
Right.
One little instrument playing off key, and you're in trouble. So when you put all these things together and everybody's singing from the same hymnal, playing out of the same key, whatever you want to call it, things begin to really jive, and you begin to see what things you could potentially accomplish that you probably go, I never knew I could achieve these goals. I always wanted to, but I didn't think I could ever get here.
Right.
And that's kind of what drives us.
But you got to have that conversation, because you're not going to know unless you start to talk to somebody. And if you're not happy with your results, sometimes you have to work on, what was my request? Right. Because the results may be what your request was, and maybe your request wasn't right.
Right.
So if you have the plan, if you start the planning process, we start talking about, what do you want? What do you want to do with it? What do you want to do with it now? What do you want to do with it later? Who do you want to take care of it? I mean, there's a lot of questions that you can, but it goes rather quickly. I mean, this isn't painful. And
no, and I hate to say this is the bucket list concept.
Right.
Unfortunately, when we're gone, it's too late to work on the bucket list. And your bucket list might be talking about, how do I set things up to impact my grandkids? How do I set things up to impact my church, my synagogue, the ministry, the missionary, the community organization that I'm very passionate about? How do I do that? And believe it or not, there are probably ways that you can do it that you've never thought about. And by putting the team together, planning with clarity allows you the ability to do those things without taking resources away from those that you want to leave a legacy to.
Right. So we work in concert with you. We can work in concert with your attorneys, with your accountants, your CPAs, anybody else that's important in your life. Spouses should be working together.
Absolutely.
Because I think spouses, sometimes us girls have different opinions than you guys.
No, that never happens.
Yeah, well, yeah, it does. So, sometimes we're right too. So, put those things together, because as a couple, you need to be walking towards the same goals too. And you can have different goals. We're just walking towards them both together.
Yeah, I was in a planning meeting one time, and the question was posed to the wife, and she said, I don't care what y'all do with his half, but I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with my half. And I think
good for her.
Good for her. You've got to be on the same page. And I don't think that people realize what their opportunity or their ability to have impact. And we talked about it earlier in the show. I know we're out of time, but there's not a small enough amount that you can't have a plan. It's not like you need a lot of money, but whatever you've been entrusted with that you're here managing, you are responsible to be a good manager of what you have, so that you have intent no matter what size of your net worth, your estate, whatever you want to call it. So people can come get as much fun as we're having on the radio, we're really this much fun in person when we sit down and get to know people, aren't we?
Right. Absolutely. Come to our offices. Come talk to both Mark and I. We'd love to have an opportunity to speak with you. We're at 6230 University Parkway. It's the corner of I-75 and University in the Home Bank building. You can go to journeyswithjoni, JONI.com. Click on the link to see the Investing with Clarity. Send us an email or get our phone number, which is 941-361-1484. Journeys with Joni will be back next week. Until then, thank you for listening.
This program is for informational and educational purposes only. This program is not a solicitation or recommendation for any investment or security. Investments or securities mentioned in this show may or may not be owned by Nepsis Advisor Services. Nepsis Advisor Services is an SEC registered investment advisor.